Hello logical thinkers. Today we are going to solve the problem how to find the second minimum element in a given array. For example, you are given an array ARR. The content of the array is 20, 12, 5, 60 and then 75. Our job is to find the second minimum element. The first minimum element is 5 whereas the second minimum element is 12. So the output will contain the value 12. How we will solve this problem manually? We will scan from the left and go towards the right, and we will do multiple scans to arrive at this particular output. Let me tell you the approach which is used in solving this problem, one of the efficient approach. The step 1 is sort the array in ascending order. Ascending order. So this particular array will become ARR is equal to 5, 12, 20, 60 and then 75. Now if you see, the minimum element is at the starting position, the maximum element is at the ending position. Now in step 2, we have to print the element at the second index. Second element, the first index. This will give you the output 12. So this is the required result. But if I print the element at the first index, that is the second element, I am getting the required output. So what is happening while we are sorting? So usually what sorting does is, it prints the number in ascending order by default. So in the starting position you will have the minimum element, and the second position you will have the second minimum element. How come? If you are at this particular position, the elements left to it, correct, this one, will be less than this element, whereas the elements right to it will be greater than this element, that is 12. As a result, this will be in such a position where it is the minimum element position. So it is at the second position, right? So it is the second minimum element. It is at the third position. So third minimum element. Fourth position, fourth minimum element. Fifth position, fifth minimum element. So in this way, when you sort a particular array, you will be able to get the first, second till nth minimum position. How it is implemented in the Java program? In Java, we have a class called arrays, and inside arrays we have a method called sort, and this sort will accept one parameter, that is the name of the array. After this line, in the next line, you will get an array which is in sorted order, basically in ascending order. Let me show you the Java program. If you see in the first line, I am Java util.arrays, because we are using this particular class in the sixth line. So I am importing it in the first line. In the third line, we have a class 178, and then in fourth line, we have the main method. This is the access modifier, static is the keyword, void is the return type, that is this main method will not return anything. Main is the method name. This represents string array, and this represents the name of the string array. In the fifth line, you have an ARR array, and the elements as discussed earlier, 20, 12, 5, 16 and 75. In the sixth line, we are doing the sorting. In arrays class, we have a static method called sort, and that accepts a single parameter, that is the array name. Once the sixth line gets executed, this entire array will be in sorted order. If you see, after this line gets executed, your array will be like this. So, and what you're trying to do, you're trying to print the element at the first index, which is the second element. As discussed earlier, the second element in the array is the second minimum element. This is how you can solve this particular problem. But if you see, there is a drawback in this approach. Why? For example, if your array contains duplicate elements, so let us consider this array. And after this array is getting sorted, after line number 6, what will happen? 5, 5, 12, 20, 16, 75. So this is the outcome. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 indexes. And in the 7th line, every time you are printing the index 1, correct? So as a result, you will get this in the output. But whether this is the second minimum element? No. 12 is the second minimum element. These are duplicate elements. And 12 is the second minimum element. So in the output, you will get 5 actually, but the expected output is 12. So how we can solve this particular problem? Let us see in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.